Everyone says Vietnam is affordable, but after living in Da Nang for 69 days, we spent over $150 a day for two people. And honestly, we didn't expect that. This is for two people, living in Da Nang for just over 2 months. We weren't backpacking, but we also weren't going all out luxury. We're somewhere in the middle, which is why these numbers might surprise you. It wasn't just food, it wasn't just our hotel, and one category in particular, we did not see that coming at all. Our biggest expense was accommodation. We spent $4,861. We stayed in a 5-star hotel in the city, with a pool, a gym, and lounge access. And yes, this was a choice. After our not-so-great experience with the Airbnb, comfort like this was much appreciated. And this category made up a huge portion of our total, but we have no regrets for staying in the Crown Plaza. It was the best decision we've made. Food is where things get interesting. We spent $210 on groceries, and that's just basically water, some snacks, things like that. But we spent $2,139 on eating out. And honestly, since we stayed in a hotel with no kitchen, it was no surprise that we ate out a lot. Plus, it's just so easy in Da Nang. The cheap local meals, amazing cafes. But once you mix in the Western food and convenience, your budget starts creeping up fast. For transportation, we spent $385 on long-haul travel, which was our flight from Osaka to Da Nang. And we spent $295 getting around locally using Grab. Everything feels cheap in the moment, a few dollars here, a few dollars there, but over 69 days, it definitely adds up. Now this is the part we did not expect. We spent $1,374 on medical expenses. This was partly unplanned, and it's one of those things that when you're traveling long term, anything could happen. So 2 weeks into our stay in Da Nang, Jim had his first ever kidney stone. He was in so much pain that we didn't know what was wrong with him initially, so we ended up going to the ER, and luckily I had just read a recommendation in one of the Da Nang Facebook groups about Misc Hospital, so we rushed there in a Grab. The ER experience was really great. We did not expect that. As soon as we got there, they put him on some pain medication, and once the pain subsided, they took him to get some scans done and also did some blood tests. The whole experience in the ER only took 90 minutes, and we left the hospital with medication for him and also a follow-up appointment with a urologist in 5 days. I, on the other hand, had to get a couple of MRI done for my knees due to arthritis and also a torn meniscus. I also saw a dermatologist for an annual checkup and an ENT specialist when I had a really bad sinus infection. Jim and I also had our teeth cleaned at a local dentist, and I had a crown replaced as well. I also went to an optometrist, and I got a couple new pairs of glasses. And thankfully, we had insurance through Safety Wing, which helped cover my ENT visit and medication. For our Nomad Insurance with Safety Wing, we paid $580 for the both of us. We never travel without it, because you just never know what could happen while traveling. Here are the rest of the smaller categories. For phone data, we spent $47. We used Airlo and Saily to stay connected. For activities, we spent $295. We went to a few movies and a few guided tours through Klook. Miscellaneous. This one is kind of high. It was $760. This included some haircuts and massages, actually a lot of massages, some toiletries we had to buy, and also a few pieces of clothing that we had to replace. And for visa fees, we spent $51 for the two of us for the e-visa to get into Vietnam. Individually, these don't seem like much, but when you put them together, they still make a difference. So when you add everything up for 69 days in Da Nang, we spent a total of $11,001, which breaks down to about $159 per day for two people. So was it worth it? Honestly, yes. We lived comfortably, ate amazing food, and had an incredible experience. But it definitely wasn't as cheap as we had expected going in. If you're planning a trip to Vietnam, after watching this video, would you change your budget? Or would you try to do it cheaper? Let us know in the comments, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.